you guys are having to do and involvement with the staff?
Yeah, our load right now is a lot higher than it was last summer. That's with. I mean, we're with the coaches more. That's meetings, practice. But I mean, still, we're following stuff. So I mean, we're doing as much as we can with them, and I mean, that's really helped. Even then, some of the new guys that just got here, they've really picked up and started doing really well just with that time that we've spent with them.
Who are some of those new guys? Are they like standing out, or is it just a matter of they're keeping up with everybody else?
They're keeping up with everybody else. They've done a really good, really good job of acclimating and getting them acclimated, so it's not kind of running around with your like a chicken with its head cut off. So I mean, they're getting acclimated really well. That's probably the most noticeable difference that I've noticed.
New guys on the line. Probably hard to tell what their capabilities are until August, but have you noticed anything specifically about what they might bring to the table?
They're hard workers. Every single one of them comes in every day and works their tail off. I mean, that's all you can ask. They lift before us, so we don't really get to see much of them in the weight room. But I mean, on the field, I mean, they do everything coach asks, and then some. So I mean, just they're hard workers, and that's always a great trait to have.
Just what I guess it's mostly been on the defensive side of the ball, but things are different even than they were in the spring for you guys in terms of personnel. Just what do you have to do to move forward as a team and sort of get new guys acclimated in new roles?
You just got to kind of take the big brother role. You got to work harder, stay after, be the first ones in the weight room, last ones to leave. Do the extra little stuff that Coach Joseph asked, or maybe Coach Brown asked, or Coach Moore, something like that. So you just do extra, so you set that standard and the bar higher, and then they'll follow along eventually.
I think the last time we talked, turkey season was coming up. How'd it go for you?
Good, I got one.
Probably more than any other position. The offensive line seems to have had more coaching changing than any place else. How do you deal with that? Now that you're in your third, fourth year, and you've had different coaches, it seems like.
You just kind of take it on the run. Each coach brings their own separate attributes to the table, I guess, so you can learn from each one of them differently. They all have their different coaching styles. I mean, you go into it with an open mind, and you go into it with the mindset of, I don't care who it is, I'm going to learn, I'm going to get better. So, I mean, I really wouldn't say it's adapting. It's just you just have to go into it with the mindset of you're going to learn.
You mentioned taking on a big brother role. Is that something that you think comes easy to you? Is that like kind of a natural role for you?
I mean, I don't really have any younger siblings, but I mean, I've always kind of, like my older sister, just kind of learned from her because she's always been a bigger sister. So it's kind of easy for me, but at the same time, I'm still learning because I've never had that role outside of here.
I was going to say, as far as football goes, though, is that something you've had to do in the past or at high school or any level?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the thing in high school because, we didn't really have anybody like me in my high school. So I always looked at it as, well, you're the big kid, so you got to bring everybody with you. You take everybody, do what you do. So that aspect was easy of it, yeah.
Josh, talking to some of you guys in the spring, communication was something that you were wanting to work on just from that aspect or generally all around. How much progress do you think this unit's made since the spring?
We've made a ton. Even now when we're just out there by ourselves, everybody talks. I think that's one of the big things that Coach Moore's really harped on us. When he first got here, we really didn't talk or didn't say anything. Colton and I talked, and even Chase talked and said, that's something that a good offensive line has to have. So, we went into it knowing we had to get better at that. And if you look back from the first day of spring until now, it's night and day difference between us.
When it comes to working on that, how much of that is, Coach Moore saying this to you guys, or just you as players getting together and making sure to work on that on your own time?
Coach Moore, he'll give us his input and his insight, but at the end of the day, it comes down to the players. They have to execute it. Same thing, coaches get paid, but they only get paid as well as we play. So it comes down to us at the end of the day and how much we want to take initiative.
How much has Chase been enjoying this summer with everything going on in St. Louis and doing the video and all that stuff?
It's pretty cool. I've talked to him about it a few times, and I know he wanted to make the game whenever they were in the cup, but he couldn't. But I asked him, and he said he loved it, and we should do it all over again. I know he enjoyed it, so that's all that matters.
all spring people were talking about how much Michael Brown had progressed. Is that something that you're seeing continue even throughout the summer?
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Every day he gets a little better, whether, it's conditioning, fundamentals, it doesn't matter. He's always in the weight room extra, stays after on the field extra. So, I mean, that helps because you can see that he wants to get better. So not only are the coaches pushing him, but you can see he wants it for himself. So that's a huge thing.
Does that have any sort of like carryover effect to other people when you see somebody
Yeah,
putting in
and,
there?
like goes back to practices, first one in, last out. So I mean, you just have to take that initiative, and like I said with the young guys, they follow, and they, it brings other people along too. You stay after practice, and then it may not be the first couple times, but maybe the fourth or fifth time there'll be two or three guys, and then eighth or ninth there'll be a few more. So.
What would you say to the writers this summer that's saying that this team lacks star power?
I would say, I don't know. We don't really look at it that way. We look at it as, at the end of the day, I mean, last year, yeah, we had a lot of star power, but they didn't rely on that. They relied on hard work and their ability and the time they put in on the field. So I wouldn't necessarily call that star power. I'd call it hard work and dedication, determination.
Do you think Colton has star power?
It goes back to hard work. Kid, he works his ass off every day. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you can say it's star power, but when it goes back to the weight room and on the field, he does anything and everything, stays after. He's the first one in. So, I call it hard work, dedication.
What about you?
Same way. I mean, everybody on this football team wouldn't have got here without hard work and dedication. So,
What's Coach Moore like?
he's pretty laid back, but he's not afraid to come out of his shell and get after you. But I mean, other than that, we all love him.
How is he different than coaches we have in the past?
He's more laid back, but he's more. I mean, coaches we had in the past, they were kind of get the drill done, and as long as you do it, then it's done. Coach Moore, he might, he watches just one side of the line, and then maybe Coach T.O. watch the other side, so you get both views of it. Where before it was one person watched the whole entire line, so maybe they didn't see something that you did wrong, but they saw something that somebody on the other side did wrong, so they only coached him, not everybody.
Has there been a moment where you're like, wow, I wish I had known that he taught you?
Yeah, there's been a few things that I've noticed, and that's really helped me because I've really tried to learn that and get rid of the bad, I guess you could say, mental memories that I've made from where I haven't got that, or even in high school I made bad mental memories because I didn't have an offensive line coach. So, I mean, I've gotten good things from Coach Crook, Coach Wickline, and even Coach Moore now that I'll take with me that I've corrected.
So in high school,